We're about to get nuts with the legendary and iconic John Assaraf, the legendary behavioral and mindset expert from The Secret. Let's have some fun. Brain on, popcorn ready. Let's do this. Mikey V in the house. Keith, Jess, Jim, Gary, Alexandra, Corey, Lori, Henny. Everybody's out tonight. We're going to have some fun. Big Johnny is in the house. Big Bob Heller in the house. Wow. Let's have some fun. Bring it now.
Mr. Craig.
Oh my goodness.
How are you?
How you doing?
Doing great. You in New York?
Yes, I am. It's a hell of a background you got behind you, Johnny.
Oh, this is a little bit of our view on my porch over here. You're on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast.
That's right. I love
No rivalry though.
Zero.
Hey everyone.
Everybody's
How's
out.
everybody doing?
Yeah, Sarah, Suzanne. I got to tell you, Johnny, the episode broke records the night that we dropped it, which was Monday night. And just so much feedback. People are absolutely obsessed with it. They love you, which is no surprise. But we had so much fun doing it. We had to do a sequel here tonight.
Oh, good. Well, I love the work that you are doing. You're just such a go-getter. You know, you're the ultimate hunter, right? You just pick what you want and you go and get it. I love it. I guess that's the New York mindset, right?
The Hungry Wolverine.
Yeah. Hey, where's everybody from? I'm interested. Where are you from? Type in there where you are from. Hi there, Nick. Hey there, Elizabeth, Mariah, Coach, Kat. Where are you from? New York City. Jess Heller.
Yes.
Where are you from? Sup, Nick?
Yeah. So Johnny, and real quickly before we dive in,
not a lot of people call me Johnny.
Except me.
You're like Johnny, like my brother, my kid brother. Hey, Johnny.
Because I am.
Chicago. Here we go. Hey, trucking. Hey, London. Hey, Girl Pap. Girl Pap's awesome. She's been on a few of my my webcasts. Las Vegas. Hello there from India. Victoria. Is it Victoria, British Columbia, or Victoria in Africa? Where I love to know where people are from. Charleston, South Carolina.
Hell yeah.
Nice to have you on. Awesome. Hey there, Tracy.
Oh. Johnny, how's your knee doing?
You know what? It is healing well. I had the meniscus surgery 5 days ago. I was on the bike for 15 minutes today. Been doing my physiotherapy, red light therapy, BCP 145, I think it's called, injections, stim machines. I'm doing everything I can to get ready for the BrainAthon.
Yeah, and speaking of the BrainAthon, for anyone that might not be familiar, tell everyone what you got going on this Saturday. It's epic.
Who has heard of the BrainAthon? This will be my 9th annual BrainAthon. Oh, look at Tony from Collingwood, Ontario. I used to live in Mississauga. So the BrainAthon is an event that we do. Usually we have about 100,000 people sign up for it, maybe because it's free. Maybe it's because we have some of the top brain and success experts in the world that join us. And so this year we have Lisa Nichols from the movie The Secret, Jack Canfield from the movie The Secret, John DeMartini. We've got Lisa Feldman Barrett, top neuroscientist. We've got Marissa Peer, world-renowned hypnotherapist. I'll be doing a session, and we do it for free. And it's, the live event is once a year from 9 o'clock San Diego time, or 12 o'clock New York till 6 o'clock New York. 3 o'clock San Diego time. The lineup is unbelievable, insane this year. It's free. Plus, you're going to meet a whole bunch of people that have been training their brains and become millionaires in less than a year.
And where can they all find the link besides the show notes?
Well, the show notes, if they go to Instagram and just DM me, like just direct message me the word brain, BRAIN, no hi John, no number one, no emojis, no exclamation points, just BRAIN. We'll send you a link right away. And take a look at my page as well on Instagram. You'll see there's lots of stuff on the BrainAthon on there. Has anybody joined the BrainAthon in the past?
I'm going to join it this weekend, that's for sure.
Right? Anybody? Yeah, it's going to be amazing. Can't wait. Yeah, It's a free event. I pay all the speakers to be on there. I pay their expenses. It's one of the things that we do to help people change their brain, to change their income. Now, listen, I know Craig loves to make a lot of money. Anybody else here loves to make a lot of money? Right? Anybody else here would love to make a lot of money so you can live more of the good life? You can pay off your debt,
I
build
think
your dream
everybody.
home, travel around the world, right? Like, would you agree? Here's a question. I always love to ask this question. Do you agree that mindset is what separates the best from the rest? Is that true? Mindset separates the best from the rest,
Absolutely.
right? So if you agree, give us a like or a love and say, yep, I agree. So here's the question for you. What is mindset? We say that it separates the rest from the best. What is mindset? And let me give you an example. Somebody with a great attitude, can they be poor? There are lots of people with great attitudes that are poor, right? And so mindset is much more than just a great attitude, right? What about your habits? Do habits create part of your mindset? What about your beliefs? Do beliefs create part of your mindset? What about your self-image, self-worth, self-esteem, self-confidence? Does that create part of your mindset? Well, what if you have a great attitude, but you have limiting beliefs? What if you have a great attitude, but you're lacking the knowledge or skills? What if you have a great attitude, but you're afraid of failure? What if you have a great attitude, but you have destructive or disempowering habits? See where I'm going with this? Everybody talks about mindset, but very, very few people go into the deeper layers of what is mindset. How do I, get the mindset of a millionaire? How do I get the habits of a millionaire? How do I develop, right, the daily action steps to earn more money, manage my money better, and to invest it so I can, retire early and have the lifestyle of my dreams? These are things that are learnable, but there has to be a paradigm shift from just awareness to actually training your brain to think and feel and behave that way. Do you agree with that? I've just given you a whole lot, everyone, in a few seconds. Do you agree with that, right? That's the truth of what it really takes.
Yeah, and I love that you mentioned this, Johnny. Something that I got from your first book, which I always stuck with me, is this: being a millionaire or a multi-millionaire is a result of your thoughts and your behaviors, not the other way.
Yeah, that's correct. And there's another part to it, right? Between the thoughts and the behaviors, there's emotions. And here's a little bit of a question. I love to get everybody to participate.
Yeah,
Do you agree? This is a yes or no question. Your emotions will determine whether you take action or not. Will your emotions determine whether you take action or you don't take action?
I
Of
would.
course, right? So here's something to think about, right? Let's say you want to become a millionaire, you want to be financially free, you want to live a great lifestyle, you want to do charitable things, you want to contribute to the world, whatever it is that you want to use money for, right? Take care of yourself, your family, and do more. What if in the part of your brain called the implicit memory system or your subconscious mind, you have a fear of failing, right? Failing and the fear of failing, fear is an emotion. So we might have a goal or a desire, for being financially free and making more money. But what if we secretly have a fear of failing? Isn't the emotion of fear possibly going to hold us back from really going out and doing what we want to do? Let's say you don't have a fear of failure, okay? Let's say that you have a fear of doing your best and disappointing yourself. You don't hit your goal. Or disappointing your husband or wife or children, or you disappoint your boss. So you give it your best, but then you're fearful, okay, of disappointing yourself. What about if you're in sales? Like Craig's never had this problem, right? But a lot of salespeople are afraid of making calls. You know why? It's not making calls that they're afraid of. They're afraid if somebody criticizes them on the other end, if somebody rejects them on the other end, if somebody tells them, what the fuck are you doing calling me right now, and hangs up on them, right? They're worried about what other people might say or do. And so this is called call reluctance. It's not the call that you're actually reluctant to making. It's the emotion that you don't want to feel if you're embarrassed, ashamed, ridiculed, or judged. So if it's true that we can have a vision and goals, but if we have obstacles like mental or emotional obstacles we don't know how to overcome, then guess what happens? We might take one or two or three steps forward, and then we might retreat back into safety and not take action. We will procrastinate, we will sabotage, we will do the things that it's easy versus the things that we need to do. Until you reconcile those things in your brain, you will only have hopes and dreams and goals. And then you will come up with the inflammation disease of choice for most people, and that's excusitis.
And just to be clear, this all starts with a simple question: are you interested or are you committed? Right?
Yeah, everybody, listen, you and I have talked before. The drug of choice for most people is hopium, right? They hope things get better. They hope things get better. I hope this works out. I hope, I make the money I want. I hope I get out of debt. I hope. And then they get into this, I should. I should. And, my friend Tony Robbins said most people should have all over themselves. So what we're talking about, right, is the inner game, right? The inner game dictates the outer game of results. The inner game dictates your behavior, what you do or don't do. The inner game dictates whether you'll procrastinate or sabotage. The inner game will determine whether you're motivated or unmotivated. The inner game will determine whether you take inspired action or you retreat into safety. The inner game determines everything. So when would now be a great time to start getting better at the inner game? Right? We started with a question 12 minutes ago. We said, do you believe that mindset is what separates the best from the rest? Well, this is the real mindset stuff, right? This is not the kindergarten level stuff. This is the real mindset stuff. And until you address the real stuff and you're radically honest with yourself and saying, yep, this is my obstacle, this is my block, this is what's holding me back, you'll never achieve the success you're capable of achieving. And when it comes to, changing your brain to changing your income, there is so much freaking money out there. It's a means of exchange. Yes, it's a tsunami of money. So money is not the challenge, right? But it also is the exact same process. If you want to get in shape and get into the best shape of your life and stay that way, it's also the exact same formula for having a great relationship. So whether it's health, wealth, relationships, career, business, fun, and experiences, the inner game determines the emotions, and the emotions determine whether you take action or not. So when would now be a good time to start mastering your mindset and your emotions?
Yeah, you're jazzed up right now. It's very obvious. I've collaborated with you a couple of times, Johnny. We're building a relationship, but you're very passionate about what's about to transpire on Saturday. For the audience listening, it's free. Johnny's assembled essentially the Avengers in my presentation. Everybody should be there.
Absolutely. Does anybody have any questions? I thought we'd do this for about 20 minutes. I've been on, I think, about 6 or 8 events today, just sharing with people, that the knowledge and the methods we are now getting to master our mindset is just so revolutionary versus what we had, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. We don't have to be victims of past traumas. We don't have to be victims of fear anymore. We don't have to allow limiting beliefs to control us. We don't have to allow, low self-worth to control us anymore. These are nothing more from a scientific perspective, is patterns in our brain that have been reinforced. So what if we just said, okay, these are patterns I don't want to reinforce anymore. I want to create more powerful, empowering new patterns. I want to create a new story, new script, reshape, refire my brain to rewire it so the next 6 months, 12 months, 2 years become the best of my life. That's what can happen. But you have to take the first step and invest in yourself on learning, how do I do this?
Yeah, you guys, you got to take action. It's one thing to hear Johnny speak. And just to be clear, the disempowering and negative thoughts that we have and all those limiting beliefs, that's what stops us in our tracks from taking action. And what Johnny's talking about, what they're going to be talking about on Saturday, is how to remove those thoughts that don't empower us and implement more productive ones so we can take inspired action.
Right. And just to tweak that a little bit, it's not the disempowering thoughts. We have 6,200 thoughts in a day. That's the new research. About 90% of those, okay, or 5,600 are negative, disempowering, destructive, or thoughts that disengage us from our potential. Now, if we only have 600 positive thoughts and we have 6,200, the thoughts aren't the problem. The problem is most people believe their thoughts. Most people follow their negative thoughts as if that is real, and nothing is further than that from the truth, because thoughts are percolating up like effervescent bubbles from our subconscious implicit memory center. And so our brain wires negative thoughts, negative experiences, negative potential consequences 10,000 times faster than positive ones. Why? Survival and safety, avoidance of pain or discomfort. That is how our brain, okay, that's how our brain keeps us safe. So what we have to do is we have to be aware of the thoughts, let go of the ones that don't serve us, focus on what does, because the positive thoughts are what cause positive emotions. Positive emotions cause us to activate the motivational center in our brain. When our motivational center is activated, we take action. When we become unmotivated because we're trying to protect ourselves, we move into fight, flight, or freeze part of our brain's neurochemistry and its electrical and nervous system. So what I'm suggesting is your thoughts aren't the problem. Your beliefs aren't the problem. Your lack of knowledge and skill is not the problem. Your fears are not the problem. Your low self-worth, self-image, self-esteem, self-confidence, that's not the problem. The problem is, A, you may not have identified what's really holding you back and become aware of it without judgment, blame, shame, guilt, or justification. B, you don't have the tools of what to do once you identify them to eliminate them for good. And that's why I do the BrainAthon every year. I bring the world's leading experts to help you understand it and to eliminate it. My goal is to help 1,000 people become millionaires in the next year. And like I said, we're going to have 50 to 100,000 people. We already have 50,000 people registered for the BrainAthon this Saturday. It's free. You can go to my link in my Instagram, on my Instagram page, in the bio, or just DM me, Brain, BRAIN, to my DM on Instagram. And empower yourself. Like, stop standing on the edge of your potential. Empower yourself.
You're absolutely.
You'll hear me say a lot. On Saturday, you're going to hear me say a lot. Turn on, flip on your brain's success switch. Turn off, flip off your brain's failure switch.
Yeah. And real quickly, just to touch upon what you just said, Johnny, thoughts are random. Thinking is not.
Correct. Thinking is a higher cortical function. We have, as I said, 6,200 thoughts a day. We also have another, God knows how many thousands of messages coming into us from the external world. So our brain is scattered on all this stuff, but our brain is wired to remember negative experiences or thoughts or things we read or things we watch. Why? It's just a protective mechanism. Imagine this. Imagine that you're driving your car. And imagine you have one of the newer cars, that have sensors in the back, sensors on the side, sensors in front. What do the sensors do? They point out when there might be danger in the form of another car or somebody walking in front of the back of the car. Well, your brain has this type of a sensor, right? And it brings up what may cause you pain or danger or discomfort, and what may cause you to lose money. Sorry, there's a helicopter. I'm not sure if you can see that. There's a helicopter in the backyard here, right? So the issue isn't is not the thoughts, right? It's most people are not aware of how their brain works, and then they buy into, what they may see on television or their past, and they don't know how to interrupt the pattern and focus on the pattern of success. So they keep repeating and reinforcing their old patterns, and they wonder why things are so hard to break free from. It's not because they can't. It's because they just don't have the skills and the techniques, and they're readily available.
Yeah, and I love that you touched upon that, because, and again, something that you've said in the past, which I absolutely love, is become more, therefore have more. How do you become more? You take action to learn these tools. And for the audience, there's 90 on you right now. Anybody can learn these tools and start to apply them, but that's the razor's edge, right? You can, but will you?
Yeah, it's really interesting, how many people, I'll meet and, wow, yeah, that sounds great. That's amazing. I should do that. And I go, well, do you have goals you haven't achieved? Yeah. Are there obstacles in your way? Yeah. You want to achieve them faster and easier with less stress? Yeah. Why aren't you signed up? Oh, I'm busy. I've got to watch a Netflix movie. Are you out of your mind? So listen, life is precious, as you know. I've got about a minute, Craig, before I've got to bolt. Life is precious. We all feel, I know I feel it, you feel it, everybody watching feels, we have all this potential, right? And the key for all of us is how do we bridge the gap between the life we have, which may be great in health, wealth, relationships, career, business, finances, but we know that there's more that we could become, that we know there's more that we could do, that we know there's more that we can give, we know there's more that we can have. And so the question is, how do I develop this bridge so that I can get myself to where I want to go, so I can have more impact in my own life and the life of my family and the life of others? And all the how to exists. It's 2021, almost 2022, right? We know all the how to that anybody who's watching right now. You want to grow your business, we know how to do that. You want to make $1 million or 2 or 3, we know how to do that, or 5 or 10. You want to write a book, we know how to do that. You want to become a coach, we know how to do that. You want to leave this job to get another job, we know how to do that. You want to lose weight, keep it off, and get in great shape, we know how to do that. The problem isn't, okay, that we don't know how to do that. Now, it may be that you don't know how to do that, but as soon as you make a commitment to learn how, there you go. And then you deal with the other mental and emotional obstacles that may get in your way, and you have a clearer path. It's not an easy path. It's an easier path. It's not a path that's not going to challenge you, right? But it's going to challenge you, and you're going to have the skills to deal with the challenge.
Can you
Right?
be
So,
on any more fire tonight?
what was that?
Can you be on any more fire and any more hand?
I'm just getting so excited. I've been on about 6 or 7, different podcasts and interviews today, and same yesterday, leading up to the BrainAthon, and this is our once in a year chance to impact 100,000 people, who then get to impact their families. They get to impact their businesses, their employees. They get to impact their communities. They get this spark of not just motivation but inspiration, knowing exactly how they can get to that next level and beyond of their success. So I get to do this and to share the research that I do. I get to share the mistakes I've made. I get to share the successes and the path, and how I achieved some of the success I have. And there's formulas, there's processes that everybody who succeeds knows a formula that works for them. So not only will I share what has worked for me for 41 years, but we've got Jack Canfield, Lisa Nichols, Dr. John DeMartini, Dr. Lisa Feldman Barrett, Marissa Peer. Every single one of them, not only earns millions of dollars, but helps other people earn millions of dollars, but they help other people live amazing lives. So if you want to live an amazing, extraordinary life, sign up, show up, come ready to rock and roll, come ready to transform your life, and we'll see you on Saturday.
The whole CLS audience will be there with bells on. We can't wait. Love you so much, Johnny. As always, thank you for your time. And I'm going to shoot you a little text later. And keep up the great recovery with the knee.
Thanks, buddy. And just let everybody know how to join us, and bring your friends.
Yes. The Hungry Wolverine.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Johnny. Have a good night. Too much fun with the iconic John Assaraf from the hit phenomenon, The Secret. All things the BrainAthon this Saturday. For my audience that's here, I see a lot of you are out tonight. You guys should absolutely check it out. Johnny's doing a lot of good in this world. He's had a ton of success. He's going to give back and supply the tools. So everyone on here, join the free texting community, all things mindset, inspiration. Text the number at the bottom of the screen, 917-634-3796. I'll run that back. 917-634-3796. Text the number right now. I'm going to give you a free invite to the next CLS membership call. Oh, just got 10 texts just like that. Bang! Everybody's out tonight. So much fun, guys, today. The CLS membership was such an amazing call today. So many gems, so many nuggets. It's a family. What we do here, it's a vibe. It's a family. Everybody supports each other. And that's what it's all about. When one of us win, we all win. Text the number, get in the texting community, and obviously the BrainAthon this Saturday. Support John Assaraf, the living legend, the stud. So much fun tonight, guys. I can talk to you all night. I got to get ready. We got the New York City Marathon in 2.5 weeks with myself. Jesse's running it too. Everybody say hello to my assistant, Jessica. Alexandra's in here. Corey, Joannica, Dan Stowell in the house. Sarah, whom I love. Suzanne, Everybody's at Cyprian. Everybody's out tonight. Guys, sharpen the axe. You all have the tools at your disposal, right? We can let go of thoughts that don't serve us. We can implement productive, more empowering thoughts. We could change everything. It's all out there, but you have to want it. You have to want more for yourself. And like John said, like if you want a mediocre life, that's totally fine. But if you want more, if you want to put a dent in the universe, right? If you want to leave a legacy, if you want to provide for your family all the things, whatever success means to you, then you have to take action. You have to learn the tools, how to reprogram your brain, because the inner world creates your outer world, just like John Assaraf said in the beginning of the conversation. I love you all. I see everyone texting to get in the community. Text the number at the bottom of the screen. Sign up. It's free inspiration every single day. Leave you all with this. I love you. I'm obsessed with you. You guys are going to get my everything, every ounce of me, every single day, because I love this stuff. And I want to support, and I want to learn, and I want to get better, and I want to provide the tools for you guys to change your world. So stick with me. We're just getting warmed up. And the episode with John Assaraf that we dropped yesterday, already record-breaking, it's phenomenal. It's off the charts. It's in the link in my bio under the CLS Experience. Love you all from the bottom of my heart. Have an unbelievable night.